Price to sell. Huh. I wonder what that means. Imagine if you're the buyer pulling into this one. Looks super cute. Even the driveway has brand new black slurry. The windows look spectacular. Fresh screens on every single one of them. New seamless rain gutters. Paint to match. Detached house. Detached garage. All flows nicely. Landscaping is put together. This retaining wall looks like $1 million. And look at that flat usable land. I mean, any buyer would automatically have a good first impression and want to make an offer, right? Yes. But the thing is, when I first came to this property for the listing appointment, it was a rental and it did not look like this. So I told the owner, listen, we have a couple options. We can put a sign in the front yard, clean it up the best we can, and see what we can get. That's a 2-bedroom house, 900 square feet. The comps were showing $499,000 at the high end. In its condition, when we first saw it, we would have probably got kicked in the shins and we would have landed somewhere around $485. I'm pretty sure of it. But I said, I have a list of things that you can do to bring the value up. And not just the value, but make it more sellable. What does that mean? That means that when the buyer comes to your property, they can't help themselves but to write an offer. If you got a qualified buyer looking for a house like this and they come to your property, there's no reason they shouldn't say yes unless you give them a reason. Every reason that you could give them is fixable. It's fixable. It's fixable. All you have to do is fix it. So the seller bought into my idea and he goes, okay, give me the list. And a lot of times sellers will go, okay, you got 10 things here. I'm going to do 8. And I go, okay, let's do the 8. But the thing is, I know what the buyers are looking for. So if you do all 10, it's only going to benefit you, right? Well, guess what? This seller said, you're the boss. You're the expert. Let's do all 10. And we did. When it was done, I looked around and I said, ooh, I got excited. I told the seller, listen, I think we can pull off $550 for this thing. And he was like, are you sure? Maybe $525 is better? And I said, no, $550. Let's do it. So we put it on the market. Day one, first buyer walks in. They call me. We're going to write an offer. And they said, do you have any offers in hand? I said, no, it's a brand new listing. You'll be the first one. Well, what number are you really looking for? I said, I would recommend you come in with your highest and best because this property looks spectacular. We got a lot of traffic coming tomorrow and you're going to be competing for it. So they said, well, I guess we'll come in at the $550. Okay, good. We got it. The next day, 2 more buyers come in. Guess what? 2 more offers. Okay, it's a hot market, but it's a 2-bedroom house. So we don't have like 10, 15, 20 buyers. We had 3 in the first 2 days. And guess how many offers we received? 3, all at $550. We picked the one we liked the best. We put them in escrow. The appraiser called me a couple days later and said, Tim, basically, what the hell are you thinking? You're $50,000 over any comp I can find. And I said, sir, with all due respect, can you please meet me at the property? Because I understand you're looking at numbers and you're looking at, other properties. I want you to see this one with your own eyes. And he's like, sure, bud, whatever, let's do it. So I met him here. And what I did is I brought the first page of the 3 contracts that I had, the 3 offers, right? All at $550, $550, $550, $550, every one of them. And I said, sir, the property turned out really nice. And I'm going to be honest with you, there are no comps because this is a unique home and there's nothing like it. And that's why it deserves to be 10% higher than the rest of them. And he looked down and he goes, no one's ever told me that before. And I said, I don't think I've ever said that before, but it's the truth. Look at this place. It's spectacular. So why wouldn't someone pay $550 for it? And if the market has spoken, which it has, why wouldn't we grant them the loan and get the deal done? And he goes, okay, I'm going to do the best I can. And I said, before you leave, let me show you everything we did. And I went through the list of the 10 things that we did. And he goes, wow, you really did put some work in here and you put some money in here. And I go, yes, we did, sir. It was probably about $15,000, $15,000. And he goes, okay, I'll get back to you. I'll get in touch with you. So let's think about what I just said. If we would have put it on the market as is, it was $485. Okay. We put $15,000 into it and now we're at $550. Fast forward, we're closing escrow. $550. The appraisal came in. The buyer had his home inspection, found nothing wrong with it because, by the way, of course, we pre-inspect the house. We change the angle stops. We change all the BS that would normally be called out, that would normally cause a buyer to kick us in the shins and ask for a credit. All under control. So why wouldn't you do it this way? Why wouldn't you put the $15,000 and get an extra 50 or whatever the case is, right? Well, maybe you say, Tim, I appreciate what you're doing there, but I just don't have the $15,000 and I really need to sell this and I need to sell it quick. Oh man, I need to sell it quick. Okay, well, let me ask you a question. Do you think it's gonna sell quicker if it's in great condition and you get 3 buyers walking on the property and 3 offers in the first 2 days? Is that quick enough for you? And by the way, the work that we did takes about 2 weeks, exactly 14 days. So in 17 days from the day you meet me, you're in escrow at $50,000 more than you ever imagined. Is that quick enough for you? Well, I hear what you're saying, Tim, but I mean, it's kind of embarrassing. I mean, it is what it is. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I just don't have the $15,000. And I go, yeah, I know. You're not alone. Don't feel bad about it, okay? The good news is I do. Did you know that we closed 10 escrows in July? You can do the math. There's a lot of money floating around. And we don't mind putting our money back into the next deal. So how does that work? Listen, it's easy. I put $15,000 of my money, fix up your property, and instead of getting the 6% commission, I get 6% plus my $15,000 back. 6%? The guy down the street said he'll do it for 5. And the guy with all the cars said he'll do it for 4. He says, why pay more than 4? I go, okay, well, let's do the math. Okay? 2% on $500,000 is $10,000, correct? Yeah. Okay, let's see if I earn that $10,000 if I put 15 on my own and then made you an extra 50. Did I earn my 10 G's? You're damn right I did. And by the way, that answers the question, why pay more than 4? That's why. Because you get something. Not only do we spruce it up and make it look good, but we do a property-specific website, its own URL, beautiful HD pictures, wonderful drone videos, and a 3D tour. That way it showcases to the best of its ability. And by the time the buyer walks on, they already know they want it. They just have to confirm that we didn't trick them, and we don't. We don't trick them with the pictures. It portrays what we've done. So I got one question for you. Who do you know? Who could use our service? Who's next? And I told you, we did 10 in July. Man, am I hungry? I could eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not starving. And that's what makes me good. Because I'll work for the 11th one, the 12th one, the 13th one. And I'll do them all the same. With all of my heart, my soul. You see what I'm saying? I can't even. Yeah. This is me. This is what I do. Thank you for being part of it. And thank you for supporting the Barker Brothers.